of the Insta options. Okay, so whenever it comes to trading, let me just speak more about the retail peoples and what is the major concern, what is the major problem they do have. Okay, so now before that, let me just look into like how the market reacted for the day, and then we'll just go step by step and analyze. Okay, so how Insta options would have helped the retail trader in understanding the trend. Okay, so on that note, let me just go ahead and look into the what Bank Nifty has done today. So from the morning, like we had a very good downfall, and then the market starts to go up, recover till the previous day high. And this is what happened as well as in Nifty. Okay, so on this note, let me just go ahead and then speak more about Nifty or Bank Nifty, like anything we can just select. So first and foremost, I just go to option data. Instead of giving you the dashboard, option data, strategy tab, let me just go ahead on option data, and then I take you to the one page which is known as trending OA. So the trending OA is going to be like very helpful for us to understand like what the market is doing. Okay, so let me just go ahead and select Nifty, because on the morning I had some good questions in Nifty. Okay, you can just see over here, there was a continuous. Okay, first let us understand like what this trending OA is all about. So on the top you can see that there is two options, the call as well as the put. Okay, so what these call and put. Okay, so on this aspect you can just click on change strike price. You can see that I have selected the ATM straddle and the top three straddles and the bottom three straddles. I have selected both the call and put. Okay, so on this aspect, I'm going to add the open interest. So what is open interest? So when an open interest will be created. So on this aspect, like open interest will be created whenever there is a new contract which has been opened. Okay, those contract can be opened only if we sell a contract. It's not on a buying a contract. We can't create an open interest. And open interest can be created when we are selling a contract. So on this aspect, like we can just see very clearly, in the morning 9:15 candle we had, in call side there is an open interest of 54 lakh order has been punched. On the other aspect, on put side, it was just 16 lakh orders, so which clearly makes a difference of 38 lakhs. Okay, so the next candle, the call open interest has increased to the level of 91 lakhs, and put open interest increased to the level of 42 lakhs. So the net right now, the net difference between both is going to be 49 lakhs. Okay, so this is what we call it as the difference in open interest or the sentiment. So this sentiment is totally negative. So in the morning, the sentiment was negative in 9:15 candle, 9:18, 9:21. Every 3 minutes, you can just find it. The contracts has been sold on the call side extremely when compared to put side. So which resulted on the difference in open interest, which was showing the negative concept. And we can just see like all, and then we can just notice that there was a continuous negative change. Okay, the direction was continuously negative. So which gives us an understanding that the sentiment was totally negative. You can just see the prices also coming down, and over the period of 11.6 or 11.9, we can just identify there was a very big changeover which has happened. Okay, and let me just look what happened in the market. The market keep on coming down, and at the level of say like 11.9 candle, it changes direction. It has changed its direction with a very big candle, and we can just notice over here very clearly at 11.9. Where is 11? So 11.9, you can just notice one thing: 89 lakh contracts. It's not like one or two. Okay, it's going to be like 89 contracts has been taken on the bull side. Okay, which means that the call option, the put option contracts has been sold to a greater numbers. On the other hand, the put option has been winded off. So which clearly shows that the bullish momentum has happened, which is almost like 86 lakh contracts have been added on 11.6 candle. So which clearly identified that the change of direction has happened. And that is all about. So now the retail traders have the major problem where they feel lot of difficulty in understanding the market sentiment. So what this trending OA gives them a very clear picture that what is exactly happening on the trending OA. Okay, on the market, on the broader market, the big players are what they're doing. Okay, so it was very clear till 11.6 it was having a downside momentum. And after that, with this 80 lakh contracts which have been sold on the bullish side, so the market starts to change its direction and it starts to make new highs. Okay, so this is what we can understand, like what the trend is right now. Okay, once they understand the trend, okay, from the morning they feel that the market trend is negative. So if they understand, okay, they directly land on the trending OA page, and they just look, okay, whether the market sentiment is keep on coming down. Yeah, obviously the keep on it is coming down, so we look for only selling opportunity. Okay, so on this aspect, they find out the market sentiment is negative, so directly they can go to dashboard. On dashboard, they can click on find a strategy, and once they click on find a strategy, they have a view on the market, say negative view. Okay, so once they click on negative view, and then they can click on find a strategy. Okay, so once they click on negative view and click on find a strategy, so now the Insta options will automatically feed them with different strategies for the bearish momentum. Okay, so on this aspect, like I personally go ahead with the first or second or third, so which is having the highest probability. So I just click on, okay, now I personally felt, okay, this is okay, good. So I have a risk of 700 rupees and I get a reward of say like 1,700 rupees. So I feel that this is very good. So on this aspect, I can just like click on execute over here, and then I click execute. So now this order will be placed, and the market is right now. So this order has not punched on the exchange. So or else this while you're doing it, the market house, this orders will be punched directly. And if you want to do some sort of analysis, okay, so now I just like the Insta options has given, okay, you can just do this strategy on which like it is going to be buying one call and selling one call. Okay, so on this aspect, I want to analyze it. So you can just click on analyze. Once you click on analyze, it just takes you to the different page where you can just look into the payoff chart. Okay, so how it is going to be profitable, whether if it comes down it's going to be profitable, or if the market goes up it's going to be profitable. This is what we are going to understand in this page. On the other hand, we have this combined premium. So here is where the game changer is on. Okay, so like see, the retail traders till now, they would have seen the charts only based on a individual leg chart. Say like they see only 19,750 call option, or they look into only 17,700 call option. But here you can see we have just combined both the legs. And plotted it as a individual chart. Okay, which means that we have combined both the option strike price, and we have created one new chart. Okay, so on which, okay, let me just do something. Okay, so I'm just going to make it quite different. Okay, so let me just sorry. Okay, so now I have taken two legs over here. Okay, so instead of that, I take one call and one put. So now like I'm going to buy both. On this aspect, what is going to be a premium? You can see like 30 over here, and then 30 over here, and 59 over here. If we add both, it's going to be the 89.3. That is what you have seen in this particular chart. Okay, so now how you can just make it fruitful is going to be the game. So what we're going to do is on this combined premium chart, you can add super trend. Okay, and you can add different sort of indicators like RSI. So we have like more than 90 plus indicators over here. Okay, so you can just like that come over here and then add different sort of indicators on the option premium chart, and then you can plan your trade setups. So I'm planning to add stochastics RSI over here. Okay, so now I feel that, okay, so I want to take a sell position on both this. So I just sell both, and then now you can see this is how the payoff chart looks like. Okay, so and then I'm planning to take it something on I'm just going to sell it. Okay, so where I can just sell it, I can just give super trend. So I'm going to select 10,3, and then indicator I'm going to provide RSI, stochastics RSI, and then now I'm going to save this chart. Okay, I just click on save chart. So now this chart pattern has been saved. So when I can plan my strategy, okay, so whenever it closes below the super trend, I'm going to take my trade. Okay, so where is going to be my stop loss? My stop loss is going to be trialed based upon the super trend. So as an option seller, we want the premium to erode, right? So from 170 premium, it has been continuously eroding, and it went till 89 premium. Okay, and we can just, on top of which, you can just add some different indicators and then make sure that, okay, so once it touches the 100 premium, then 100 points on the RSI, then you can close the trade, or whenever it closes above the super trend, you can close the trade. Like that you can plan your trades. And this is going to be a different level of understanding, because the user can understand like what it has happened to this particular strategy if they would have taken this strategy somewhere like long way back in, say, like 31st of August. So from 31st of August, how the premium of the both the premiums has traveled, you can just understand. Okay, and you can just see like this is not going to be stopping over here. You can just go to the multi-strike OA and you can understand how the open interest has been increased and decreased in this particular strike, as well as you can just look into the prices. Okay, so in the morning, it was the one strike was at 15 and the other strike was at somewhere like 149, and from 149 all the way, both the strikes has ended somewhere like 30 and 59. So you have this sort of, like, you can just have a very clear understanding of both the prices as well as the open interest, and then you can just look into the what the strategy is exactly happening, and then you can just look into the combined premium chart as well. So this is going to be a different level of understanding for the retail traders. It's not only finding out the strategy over here, it's all about the analysis, and on the analysis they have an upper hand than the other brokers. Okay, so here, like, the fires traders will be having one upper hand where they see what is happening on the combined premium, and they can look into the early chart, okay, how this premiums has reacted in the past, and they can plan their trades accordingly. Okay, so they feel that, okay, so in general people used to trade based out of resistance, right? So on this aspect, they can put resistance chart on the combined premium chart, and then they can deploy their strategies as well. So this gives the retail traders a very good hedge against the other retail traders as well. Okay, so now I think so, like, I was able to cover few parts. Okay, so the main part is going to be the trending way, where the retail trader comes in and he just tries to understand, okay, what has happened in the market. Okay, so on the broader market, if he feels that, okay, so let me just do somewhere like, okay, so just give me a moment. Okay, so let me just take you guys all. Okay, so now we can just check it over here. So from the morning, the market was continuously having a negative bias, and after that it has turned to a positive bias. Okay, if the market sentiment is negative, they can look only for negative, something like bearish strategies. If the market is looking, if the values over here are positive, then they can look for only for buying strategies. So like long call or short put, they can look for those strategies. And similarly, you can just look it for Bank Nifty, and similarly you can look it for Fin Nifty as well. Okay, so Fin Nifty was something like which in the morning had a positive one, and then it turned into negative. It was keep on being on negative, and almost like 124, or during that time only it has become positive. Okay, and we can identify. So we can identify it very clearly. The recovery was very slow in Fin Nifty. Okay, and those things can be identified from the trending way as well. Okay, so the trending way is going to be a very big game changer, and it gives the retail trader a different level of edge to understand what the trend is exactly. Okay, and on the other hand, the strategy tab, where we give the user a combined premium, which makes them totally different from the other users, and then the payoff chart, and then the multi-strike way, and they can analyze what the prices are doing from the morning. Okay, so this is going to be a great learning for all the retail traders. Okay, so now let me just go ahead and then start from one by one. Okay, so this is going to be the two key points is going to be the combined premium and the trending way, and I have just tried to cover both of them. So now, whenever as a personal trader, like, I feel like very hard whenever I try to add something on the market watch. Okay, say like I want to add 19800 call and put. Okay, I just need to select. Okay, so I need to add it over here. So it's going to be about every now and then I need to put it over there. Okay, so now it's going to be like very easy whenever it comes to Insta options. So first, let me just take you on the option chart. Okay, on the option chart, you can so like this is going to be the normal one, like what all brokers provide. But in 5 years, like we'll be having one added advantage over here. We can just directly click on. Okay, so I personally plan to sell both the call and put of 19800. So I'm going to sell over here, and I'm going to sell over here. So I have added 2 legs. Okay, so on top of which okay, so now I want to analyze this trade. Okay, then I click on analyze. Then I notice one thing, my risk over here is unlimited, because I can see like this is continuously giving loss to a great extent whenever compares to my profit. So I feel that okay, so let me just try to add I want to make it like instead of making like unlimited risk strategy, I want to limit my losses. Okay, on that aspect, okay, let me just refresh this, and then I go back to, I sell this both the legs, and I'm going to buy an outer leg. Okay, I just bought one over here, bought one over here, and then I plan to analyze it. Okay, once I feel that okay, so this strategy is looking good, so we can just see over here this strategy has a great profit potential over here on the mid. On the other side, like you can just see there was a limited loss which is happening over here. So in this aspect, okay, so I feel that okay, this strategy is looking good. So and then I want to place the order. So just click on place order. Now it will throws the basket, and just like that, click on execute. Now this orders will be placed on our Fires account. Okay, so this is going to be like very easy. So they no need to add all the strikes what we have mentioned. Okay, so on this, okay, if he feels that he want to add another leg, then they can just like that, he can add a leg. And he want to add another leg, and he want to put an put leg over there. Okay, so he can just like that do this. Okay, and he can just sell it. He can just sell it, and he can just do different wonders over here. Okay, and then he can increase this 2 lots, and okay, so else if you want to make profitable whenever it comes down, I don't want to lose anything. So even though market goes to 10,000, he's not going to lose anything over here on this trade setup. So like this, he can just plan his trades. Okay, so this is going to be like, okay, this is the chart what we have seen, and I'm just going to make it as a risk defined strategy, and then I can go ahead and look into the combined premium. So what this combined premium has done, from the morning we can just trade based out of it. So on this, all this leg, so just imagine looking into an individual option leg is going to be difficult, whereas we are having 6 legs over here. We are having 6 legs over here, and all the 6 legs you can monitor on a single page. Okay, and then I can go into the multi-strike way. I can look into what the opponent is doing. I can then look into the option pricing, what the option pricing is doing, option price of the each and every individual leg. You can just have a view. Okay, so the next is going to be very simple. So okay, so now I can just click on the payoff chart. Okay, now I feel that okay, this is good, then I can just place the order over here and then execute. Okay, so I can just go back to the option data where I find out this is the legs. Okay, so I can just do it by selecting the buy and sell over here. Okay, this is one aspect. Now let me just go ahead and then look into the OA statistics. Okay, on OA statistics, like whenever the people used to have the habit of selling the legs which has the maximum open interest. Okay, so on this aspect, like I personally feel that this particular leg, okay, the put option open interest is very high on 19,700. So which means that the market will not go below the level of 19,700. That is why many people have sold a very huge quantity of levels. Okay, so on this aspect, you can just like the click on that particular strike. Okay, no need to add it to the market watch once again. So just like that, you can click over here, and if you feel that you want to sell it, just click on the sell and then execute it. Okay, now this order will be placed. It's going to be like ultra simple. Okay, if they see that this leg has a very huge open interest, just click on it, sell it, execute. Okay, so it's going to be like very simple. Okay, so this is on the OA statistics. On the other hand, like we can just look into the put call ratio. So this is the analysis what many people used to do based upon the put call ratio. Okay, and then option chart. So if you guys feel that okay, I want to analyze a particular strike, Okay, both call and put in a single page. Okay, on this aspect, like this is going to be very much helpful. You can see like 19800 call. Okay, 19800 strike price I have selected. So if I want to do it on 20,000, okay, so you can see the 20,000 call and 20,000 put over here, on top of which you can just look into what the price is doing and what's the open interest is happening on this particular two strikes. Okay, the call as well as put of 20,000. And then you can, on the bottom, you can just find, okay, it has just got, it has been plotted on the bottom. The call and put open interest has been plotted in the bottom. Okay, and then the trending way. So I think so, like I have been able to cover the option chain, OA statistics, and then put call ratio, and then the option charts, and then the trending OA. Okay, so the trending OA can be done on 3 minutes and on 5 minutes charts, as well as the 10 minutes and 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 60 minutes. Okay, so now let me just go to the option chain. And many people used to feel that, okay, so they want to have something on, say like they have the delta open interest. Okay, so they don't, so on this here they have the filter, so they can just add gamma over here, rho or theta, vega. So if they feel they don't require anything, only the delta and the LTP, okay, they can just like that have the delta and the LTP over here. Okay, so this will be like they can just modify as they wish. Okay, so now whenever it comes to the very basic trader, they don't know anything into the market and they want to do their analysis. Okay, so in Insta options we have option for that as well. So in the bottom you can just, once you go into the option strategy tab, you have the default strategies in the bottom. Just click on the default strategies in the bottom, and now you can just, okay, so we want to trade some neutral leg strategies, and just click on neutral, and you can just find short strangle or iron butterfly or short straddle or iron condor over here. So I just take the iron condor strategy. I just click on iron condor. So now I just look into the payoff chart. So this is how it's going to look like. So it's just going to give you a cover for 1 SD. Okay, it's going to give you a cover for 1 SD. So now you can see like the maximum profit over here is going to be 1,200. The maximum loss is going to be 4,700. But if the market is going to stay within this range, you're going to make profit out of it. Okay, so now we can just look into the combined premium, okay, how it is going to happen, and see like it's going to be very, very ultra simple. Whenever it is below the super trend level, you can just go ahead and sell it and trial it based upon the super trend. Okay, so now okay, how you say this, like we are going to trial it based upon this particular thing. Okay, so like let me just put it on a 15 minutes time frame, and then like I just showcase you. Okay, see, it's been like a long way it has been written. Okay, so I think so like let me just take some long, okay, so this is fine. Let me just take some long dated concerns. Okay, so what I do, let me just take it on Nifty, Nifty iron condor, because in Nifty we have like limited concerns. Okay, so I just taken the iron condor on Nifty. Okay, and then we just look into the payoff chart. Okay, this is how the payoff chart looks like. Okay, so and then, okay, let me just go ahead and do it for the different expiry. For 26th October expiry, I'm going to do it. Okay, which is going to be the bi-monthly. Okay, 26th October, 26th October, and then 26th October. Okay, so for 26th October, which means that I'm going to do it for the next monthly contract. Okay, so we have another 1 more month for this expiration. Okay, so now this is how the payoff chart looks like. You're going to make an absolute profit of 4,600 rupees and loss of 2,800 rupees. Okay, on this, see, this payoff chart is very commonly known. Okay, it is available everywhere. But on the combined premium chart, you get a different understanding like what is happening over there. So what I do, I just put a 15 minutes time frame. I'm going to do a positional trade setup instead of doing it on like week or something like something for weekly or intraday. Okay, we do it for positional trade as well. Okay, so now you can see here this particular strategy has given an entry over here, and it was able to ride it till the bottom, and then it was exit over here, and the entry over here once again, and it was keep on trialing, and then it got exit over here. Okay, and then it gave an entry over here once again, and then it's keep on moving like this. Okay, so this is going to be like very, very, very helpful for not only on intraday basis, for positional trades as well. They can plan it. Okay, so Insta options is going to help them a lot, not only on the intraday basis as well as in the positional trade setups. Okay, so they can just try to do it with the different expirations as well. So now let me just go ahead and then do something for the on the option chain. Okay, so I just plan to take the different expiry. Okay, I'm just going to take it for October 26th. Okay, so what I'm planning to do is I'm just going to sell somewhere like, okay, so I don't find more OTM strikes, so I just click on view more, and now all the strikes will be visible. So I just go ahead and take 750. So I take 250 instead of 250. Okay, let me just go ahead with 19,000. So 19,000 put option, I'm going to sell it. Okay, so and then in the bottom I have 20,000, so 20,500. Okay, so this is going to be 30 rupees. I'm just going to sell this as well. Okay, so then I can click on analyze. So now this is going to be a very broader market, so where it's going to cross, it's going to be profitable even after 2 SB move. So I just go to combined premium chart in order to understand more about it. So hence it's a positional trade setup. I'm going to look it for monthly content as well. So hence it's a far OTM script. You can just identify the trade has been given entry at 206 and it was keep on coming down. See, they can monitor it very clearly, and they exited somewhere like 77 rupees of premium, and once again they got an entry at 75. So they keep on trialing it, okay, to a greater extent, and I'm pretty sure that this expiration will be within this range, because this range is going to be something very big. And then you can see the break even, it is somewhere like 18,921 to the level of 20,500. It's almost say like 1,000 points over here, 1,500 points of range. Okay, 1,500 points of range. It's going to be something very interesting as well. Okay, that's good. So this is how the combined premium is going to help the retail traders, and the payoff chart and the multi-strike OA and then option chain data. Okay, so I think so like you got something on a broader understanding. Okay, so let me just go ahead and then explain something more. Okay, so many people used to have the habit of doing their analysis post market. So after the market, they feel that, okay, I'm planning to take a sell on both the call and put tomorrow. Okay, so on this aspect, they can add some more legs over here and another leg over here, another leg over here, and then they can just add different legs. And he feels that, okay, so I want to check it for my like tomorrow's meeting, so tomorrow's session I'm going to take this trade. So they can just completed the analysis, and then they can just name it say like expiry. Okay, so tomorrow's expiry, right? So I plan for my expiry date. Okay, expiry trade. Okay, and then I save it, and then now I add to basket. So once I added to the basket, okay, so I can just take this for my further use. I can just go to orders. On orders, you can just find it the basket. Okay, so now we have added this basket, right? The expiry trade, and now you can just view this and you can just execute it by any time whenever it's required. And if you want to analyze, click on analyze, and if you want to modify it, you add a leg, okay, and modify it, and then place an order. Okay, and then select. Now it just takes to over here, and then you can just place the order, you can execute it, or if else you want to save it once again, and just like that create a name over here and then add it to the basket. It's going to be like ultra simple. Okay, so they can just use this particular platform for the later use as well. Okay, so now on the order tab, you can just find something like okay, so whatever the orders we have placed till now from the start of the session. Okay, so everything will be visible over here. Okay, so and then the next it will be the trades, because the trades is not executed because we have done all the analysis only on the post market, so everything got rejected. Okay, and then the all positions. So here we can just look into the position tabs, like what are the positions we have, it will be open over here. And then the holdings. Okay, so like if I have any holdings over here, it will be visible over here. And then the baskets. Okay, so on top of which, like we have another cool feature on the settings tab. So I just click on settings. Okay, so over here you can just predefine your data. Okay, so if the user always puts a bare minimum of say like 10 lots or 20 lots, they can just click over here. Okay, they put 10 lots. So whenever, okay, so I just put 10 lots over here, and then they all the time they place only limit order. If they want to place market order, they can just default it, and if they want to put it on normal, they can put it on normal, or if they want to put it on NRML, they can put it on NRML. Okay, And then like we have something known as very important. Okay, so margin benefit. Okay, see, this is going to be helpful for the traders who have like two legs, one call option, one call option they have bought it, and other call option they have sold it. See, if they have a less than rupee a margin, say like 1 lakh rupees or 1 lakh rupees of margin, if they're going to sell the first leg, and then it is going to be rejected because it requires like 1,10,000 of margin. So on this aspect, if they enable the margin benefit, yes. So now now what happens? Let me just save it and then I explain you quite clearly. So on the option data, okay, so let me just go ahead and buy this leg and I'm going to sell this leg. Okay, so now what happens? It just first fires the buy order. So once it fires the first buy order, then they place the sell order. It is going to have a margin benefit and it is going to go on only 35,000 rupees of margins required. And if there is something like if the buy order, so if first the sell order has been executed, then it requires 1,10,000, which directly result in rejection of the order. Okay, so now this is going to be like bad scenario, right? So on this aspect, we have this margin benefit case where first the buy order will be executed and then the sell order will be executed. Okay, so now you can just notice one thing very clearly. The quantity over here is 500. So why it is 500? Because I have just given it on the tab over here. So I just given it as 10. Okay, so like they can just defaultly select things. Okay, so it's going to be like very simple. Okay, and then they can just do it of their own as well. Okay, on the dashboard page, like we have the two things. One is the markets and the index contributor. Already I have explained about the finder strategy. So I click on markets and now we can just look into there are 4 things over here: the long build-up, short build-up, long unwinding, and then short covering. Okay, so these are the things. These are scripts which has the long build-up, so they can look for buying opportunities over here, and they can look for selling opportunities over here, and then buying opportunities once again over here, and selling opportunities over here. Okay, so they can directly go ahead and click on buy on this stock. Okay, this is going to be on a sell potential. So they plan buy over here, buy. Okay, and then they feel they're going to buy over here, and they're going to sell this particular stock. This is going to sell this particular stock. So everything they're going to sell for 10 quantities, and then click on execute. That's it. So it's going to be like very simple. Okay, so now so this is all about the market page, and here like you can just look at the Nifty, Bank Nifty, Fin Nifty. They can directly go from here to option chain. Okay, and then they can just plan their trades as well. And the next is going to be the index contributor, where they can identify, okay, which script has contributed how much points for the movement in the index. Okay, so this clearly shows that today there was almost like 52 points of gain has been made because of Axis Bank. On the other hand, on Nifty, you can just look into, okay, so how much points has contributed, which has contributed to higher points. So it's going to be on 20 points, which has been happened because of Reliance. And then you can just look into Nifty as well. Okay, so these are scripts which contributed how much points towards the stock, towards the index. Okay, so you can just sort it. Okay, so you can just sort it from over here, as well as you can just sort it based upon companies and then based upon LTP. Okay, so now I just go do it on this aspect. So where I'm going to look, okay, so this much of stock has this much of these stocks are contributed this much of points gained in the particular index. Okay, so I was able to cover almost everything, but you can just notice one thing very clearly. As a trader, I feel very hard whenever I just, while during the market, I'm going to add 19,750 call option. It's going to be like very much hard for me, but over here it's going to be ultra simple. Everything has been done from the option chain part itself. So it's not mandate they need to add everything every time over here in the market watch. Okay, so I think so like I was able to cover all the things related to Insta options.